Hey, let's make sure these guys are all getting ready.
Fireplace to.
We are. We're cleaning up the back right now.
Everybody's on sorting. Scroggins still not in. Negative. Come on, jeez.
I've already cleared off my desk. I'm ready to go.
I like these because I can see them easier, and I can see the white and black.
I get the braided one. Oh, that's why I have the black braided. I thought that red braided. I think it's not so great for $3. I'm so it's just $8.
Do you have an extra brick?
I got one you can use, yeah.
I feel like I have all the bricks. You used to have a ton of them. I'm gonna look at home. You probably had some bricks here.
This is the one about this today. Because all close away.
I thought you had some extra bricks here.
I got my break starting now.
Mm-hmm. All right. How we doing, guys? Yeah, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go straight and just dive in. I don't feel like waiting. 2022 Series 1 Retail. Hope everyone's having a good day. Well, that's weird. All right, what gives? All Hey, tell your sister to get back here. What's up, Charles? So how do we want to attack this break? That's a good question. That is a good question. Do I want to go for the kill? I think going for the kill is going to be... Then we'll go back through and we'll take out the... we know which guys are sleeving. Ugh. All I ask is that we be careful. I don't want damaged corners. Yes?
Yes.
Charles, it might just be me and you. And James. And Jason. Or is it Jeff? Or is it Jacob? Or is it... How we doing, guys? Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Yeah, Rodon. Yeah, he pitched well. What's up, Jose? Unfortunately, did the Giants win? I think they were behind 2-1 going into the ninth. They didn't get a chance to finish the game. But that's okay. I'm kind of thinking... Huh, that's weird. Wonder why. Hey, can you check the payment thing? This is going to be a little bit of a break. Oh, darn it. This is going to take a little time, guys, so... Uh-oh. Looks like something just came through. Okay. He was checking on it. So, you know, sometimes this thing has its attitude, yeah. At least 161-1 is still, yeah, you know, 161-1. Yeah. Hopefully this year they won't get knocked down in the first round. 161 games to get knocked down in the first round, kind of a wasted season. Hope everyone is having a fun and exciting day. I too am having a fun and exciting. You know what's gone? You know what happened today? Nothing. I think we're just going to go for the kill, guys. What do you think? Go for the kill? and then we'll go through and we'll take out the wanders. We will sleeve and top load the wanders. Sleeve and top load the wanders. Because this, if we don't go for the kill, we can't really go for the kill on the. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if we can or not. Mitch Haniger home run challenge. Very cool. This is kind of a new thing, you know. Here, I hope they don't go 0 and 162, though. You know, at some point, I think that just becomes fun. Shane McClanahan, Jim Tomey.
If you want to set the stuff aside for me, I can start sleeping for you.
Okay. 111 out of 199 for Jim Tomey. So, I think some of these wanders, these here, are not really anything major. I think we're just going to sleeve those. Oops, sorry. They're fine. But then we'll have our top load stacked. 111 out of 199 for Jim Tomey. And then as we pull those out, but again, we'll go through. We know which rookies that we're dealing with, the same ones that we were before, and those all get taken out. Am I good? Let me see where's my spot good? Yeah, I'm good. Ricky gets a sleeve. Is there a Tops? Is the Tops retail the box with like 24 or 30 packs with no guarantees? That is right. It is 16 packs in a box. How many packs in a box?
16. Wait, 24 packs.
24 packs in a box, 16 cards per, no guarantees. There's no guarantees on retail on anything unless it says something on the box, so there's no guarantees. Byron is a Chrome. Xander. So that is a big yes, you're right. Castro. Chipper. So would any of you take one as a Chrome? Would just take your old junk wax era commons and just throw them in the garbage can? Because I have a bunch from collections that we have purchased, and I really think I'm just going to take them. Cedric Mullins. I think I'm just going to take them and toss them out. I mean, genuinely take them down to the garbage can and throw them away. Casey Mize, Generation Now. I don't see any reason to keep 1990 Tops or, you know what I'm saying? 1992 Stadium Club, Acuna. I mean, it's all just junk. You know? Maybe go through and pull out the Pete Alonso Chrome. There's a lot of chrome in this. I'm kind of just thinking I'm just going to toss it. Omar Navarez. So Trey is a rainbow, so he gets a rookie, so he gets... Yeah, but that's going to take me to have to find somebody to give them to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take the time to find anybody to give them to. I know that's very selfish. I don't. I just want them to go away. I hope the SPs are at the back, guys. I did see one that's weird that's coming up here, but I don't know what to think, but we'll see. Donating them takes time. I'm seriously lazy and never have the time. Probably Dahlbeck. Yeah, maybe I will just try to find a home for him. I know. I should do, that's what I should do with them, but what I should do and what I want to do are often two different things. Hey, good on the bright side, we did find a Filipino place that is very close to us, and we bought some food from there today, and it was excellent food. So here's a weird thing. Here's what happened. Look, 13 out of 25, Hideki Matsui for the Yankees. So this was on the top of the pack. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that... I don't know what that means. So if it was on the top... Oh, okay, so here's a gold. 2 Dodgers, so that'll go to the Dodgers. That needs to be sleeved and top loaded. Aaron Judge is a home run challenge card. Okay, well, maybe, okay, maybe that's it. You have like 24 kids to offer one. You know, that's not a bad idea, Jesse. That's really not a bad idea. Cedric Mullins. So maybe that is what to do. Yeah, I know. But it's so much easier to walk down to the garbage can and just throw them away. I feel bad throwing away baseball cards, but you know, honestly, if it's just junk, it's just junk. You know what I'm saying? It's like old girlfriends. It's like old girlfriends. You don't go back and try to recycle them. They're junk. You just let them go. Corey Seager. Nope, he's not. Nolan Arenado. Wander. Right? If I could show you guys, I mean, genuinely sitting over my left shoulder is about 3,205 and 5,000 count boxes full of crap. You know, when you buy stuff, you buy it all. Oh, look at that. Lukey has a bad corner, Jesse. Sorry. It wasn't me. Let's see if we see that on anything else. The rest of them have been good. So this must be an SP? I can't see. Oh, it is. Okay, so the SP was Castro from the Pirates. Huh? Doing what? Open and pack skates? Fine. I don't think that was her fault. Did you damage a corner?
No.
Okay. I don't think it was Katie's fault. If I see more damaged corners, I'll let you know. I'll punch her.
I rip it open.
Jesse, so you're saying you want to come and get them for me? Come and get them, Jesse. Babe Ruth. Okay. That's what I'm reading. I'm reading Jesse's about to make a road trip. Road trip. Road trip. Cabrine Hayes. That's the chrome. All right, so I've seen a couple of these on the back card where there's a little corner damage. That's the second one, so we'll keep an eye on them and see what's going on. Shohei. That one didn't really have a ding, but a little bit bend, which usually that's an issue with the cutting. So we'll see what happens. So here's something that's interesting, though. I was going through, I remember seeing some basketball cards. And in a binder. And so I was going through, well, first, let me backtrack. The reason there are 32 boxes over my left shoulder is I could swear that when I bought a collection, there's the chrome version, that there was a 1990 Leaf, a box of 1990 Leaf with a bunch of them that were sleeved and top loaded, and I couldn't find it. So I decided last night to go find it. And I found it finally. And there were 4 Frank Thomas rookies in there. So that's okay. You know, Charles, that's not a bad idea. Right in the middle of a parking lot. It's really not a bad idea. So today, you know what's crazy about today is today we decided we were going to put out the signs. We have a corner, you know, a main corner that's on the main road. Hey, Joey. That is, I'll just leave it there. Mexico Road. And then we're on Jungerman. And so we take signs often and put them on Mexico and point them down this way. And we did that today. We haven't done it for the winter, but we did it today. And my Lord, Tyler Gilbert. We have been busy all day long. And lots of new people, which is good. And then people come in and they start talking about the other card shops in the area. And I have to fight myself not to say anything bad. Because, you know, you shouldn't. So what I say is every shop runs things a little different. Every shop handles their business a little different. And you know, that's what makes it fun. But anyway, and so then after I found the Frank Thomases, I think maybe a couple of them might be worth grading. I thought I'd remembered seeing some basketball cards and stuff in some of the binders. There's a Clayton Kershaw chrome. And so I went through and I did find them. I found them. And I was right. It was 96, 97 Fleer metal. And there were a couple of Jordans in there. And those were both they were both in good shape, which is pretty good. Good at graded. To take and give away to the elementary school. You know, those are all great ideas, and I should do that. I really shouldn't be lazy, but I really am. Gold. I gotta really not be lazy. No more additional ones, Jesse. I found one the other day, the one I showed. That's the only other Kobe I found. Kettle Mart. So I did find another, and I did have a Kobe rookie come back a 9 from PSA. I was a little disappointed. I was very disappointed with the PSA order. But you know, on the bright side, I was looking at the PSA, and even though that refractor of Ichiro and this one for me. I'll just put it. I don't know where to put it. Put it right here. Ichiro and Albert came back as 6. That's still it's still a $1,000 card, which is what is crazy. And there's no way in hell that card's a 6. They must have put the intern on that card, because I've seen cards in worse condition than that get 9s. I'm almost tempted to crack it and resubmit it. Tyler Gilbert. Almost tempted to crack it and resubmit it at $150 and see what happens. Let me send it to you. You want to see him, James? Let me show you. I'll show you guys real quick. So here's my order. There's the Albert Ichiro refractor. I mean, I honestly cannot find anything. Genuinely cannot find anything wrong with that card. Now, the one caveat is the back has some chipping around the edges, but not enough to make it a 6, because I've seen other ones that have had worse chipping than that came back 9s. So I don't know. And then this Kobe came back a 9, which is probably about right. I mean, I thought I had a shot at a 10. 9's fine. Then I had this LeBron, the triple. That came back a 7. I'm a little disappointed in that at a 7, but I'm not going to fight that one. Then I have this one. This is also a chrome. So this one's about a $300 card in an 8. That's the chrome traded, not the refractor version. What came in? And then here's one that I have several guys who are interested in this, but this came back, this Molina chrome came back a 9, about a $400 card, give or take. I honestly think this one was a 10. This thing was beautiful. I couldn't find anything. Maybe the centering got me, but I don't even think the centering was off. I don't know. And then the 110 you get, of course, is a Pokemon card, but this is a big card. So it's in that $650 to $700 range for this card. So, I mean, it's hard to complain. I mean, this one card paid for everything. We paid $629. You know, so this card will cover it all, and all this will be profit. So, I mean, it's fine, but it's just... Give me that, please. One sec, guys. I'm trying to destroy everything. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, you know, I don't want to be, you know, I'm not interested. Honestly, I am not interested in being an influencer of any kind. What's up, Scotty H? I'm just happy to be what we are, you know. I hope that we get our SGC. I hope SGC decides to let us be a grading shop. I think that's, huh? I think that's plenty for where we're at. We're not going to go to the National formally this year, so I offered up my services to Tops in case they need me to, in case they need someone to go out there and, you know, talk to the crowd or do anything. So we'll see. Maybe I'll be at the National. They didn't ask me. I just offered. I figured I'd just offer and just see. You never know. Might be fun. And at least I'm a known quantity for them, and so they know that I'm not going to do anything rash. The more that we talk about the SGC thing, and the more people that come in the shop, you know, and everything else, and I mean, I really think it would be, Stuart Fairchild. Is that an autograph? Look at that. Stuart Fairchild autograph. That's awesome. I like that. And Manny Machado. I think it's going to be a positive, a very positive thing for the shop if we got it. Now we don't have it, but you know, if we do get it, I think it would be a positive for the shop. I would be very happy. I really think we could turn it into several hundred, you know, cards a week kind of a thing once we advertise it and get it rolling. Clayton Kershaw, advanced stats. Out of 300, that's nice. Hey, Jesse, I found some nice Kershaws. I'll send you a picture when I pull them out. I was going through a binder, a different binder, and there were some chrome. Hey, Lubob. SP. There were some, no, it was 9s and 10s. 2009 and 2010 chrome, Topps chrome, but they were refractors and things like that, colors. They weren't base, but I'll send you pictures. Pete Alonso home run challenge card. See, here we go again with this. This one's up. Okay, so here it is. This is what I've seen now. This, all four of them have been upside down, and they all have the four have the same corner. So we need to keep an eye out for that. What? Yeah, that's what I think too. It's the ones that are upside down. So let's keep an eye out for that. Once again, we're going to go through and we're going to take out the Wanders, and we'll sleeve and top load the Wanders, the base cards. Everything else, you know, we're going to have a stack of Sammys. Sammy Sosa? Or sandwiches? Sammy? You know what else I saw too, and I'll have to check it out. There were some, I found a binder yesterday that was just full of numbered cards, which was pretty cool. Wow. Did we get 2 autographs? Look at that. Josh Lowe. Dang. 2 SPs, 2 autographs. Come on. So far, so good, huh? I honestly thought we'd be lucky to get an autograph. I should probably go through those boxes if I'm going to throw them out anyway and take out like the Cardinal cards. You know? I don't know. Jackie. Speaking of Jackie, I also did order and got in the sleeves and things I need to send the hey Gosman out of $2.99. Look at that. It's for me. There's Yachty Chrome to send those things off. So I'm going to do that at the beginning of next week. At the $150 level, hopefully it'll be a 1 week turnaround. Boba shit. Hopefully I don't get any authenticated. Yeah, team lots. You know? Wade Boggs. So with people have been bringing in lots of Pokemon cards because everybody around here offers for Pokemon, they offer you a bulk at a penny each. And we buy bulk at 2 cents a piece. So suddenly we're getting lots of people coming in wanting to sell us Javier Baez Pokemon cards. Sell us their bulk. We've been finding gems in the bulk. You know? You buy them for 2 cents a piece and you buy 1,000 cards for $20 and if you find 1 or 2 cards, we found a couple that were $4 or $5 cards. I mean, it's, worthwhile. What are those people looking at over there? Hey. See those people right there? What are they looking at? We need to wander. He was? Andrew Mccutchen, Major League Material. Wow, gold. Look at that. McCutchen out of 50. So we hit a /25 and a /50 patch. There you go, Courtney. See, that's what I like to hear. And believe me, I'll keep them busy on our own. We'll keep them on our own. Because I plan to send lots of things. Lots of things. But I think we're going to do it different. I know there's a lot of places that, they'll take your cards in and they'll, for a few bucks, they'll take a look at them for you and see. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want people to be proactive. So we're going to help people out of $1.99 Santalon. Hey, what are they doing right there? What are those two people doing?
Soccer.
Are they looking through the box?
Yeah.
Crazy. I want people to be proactive. I want people to do their own work. Not because I'm lazy, because I am. But I think it's important for people to understand the process and being able to look at the cards and judge them and get a mental picture on their own. But also because I'm lazy. And so, if we do it that way, we are here to get you cards sent in cheaper. Willie Castro, gold. And, I don't know what it's going to be, 25 bucks, whatever it is. And then I think you get a faster turnaround if you're a shop. Again, we don't have it yet, but I'm hopeful. And then, if people do their own work, we can increase the volume that we send in, which would be nice. Mike Trout. No. That's not what I'm saying. That people aren't deciding on the grade. They're doing their own homework to understand what they should and should not look for. Instead of relying on anyone else to do that work for you, that's work you should be doing yourself. Joey Gallo and Wander. You should understand what you're sending in, understand what to do to look at cards, I think all of those things are important to do. And so they will send them us. And yeah, I mean, if you want to look at it that way, absolutely. Because you send it through us, you get a discount, you get them back faster. And grading is subjective. Grading is subjective. So your eyes are as good as be your own best advocate. Let's put it that way. And grading is always going to be subjective. Because I could take a look at a card and swear up and down it's going to be a 10, then it comes back an 8. Right? And you can do that, can't you? He didn't have one. Yeah, I think so, Charles. I don't think that's is that since we're all here, let's have this conversation. Just because we're all here together. Is that unrealistic to think that people should have an idea about their cards? Ooh, that's nice. Before they send them to us? That you should be your own best advocate? Is that a dumb thing? And that's a real question. That's not sarcasm. That's a real question. Altuve out of 99. We know the answer for Scott. Scott's answer is go through my entire collection. See what I have that's worthwhile. Bo Bichette. And then I'll pay you for those. Well, I mean, if you want to look at it that way, I think that's... I really do believe that. I think the best advocate for me when I send things off to PSA is me. And I think that I should have an idea of what to look for. And the work comes here. You bring the cards. We make sure they're packaged up correctly. We make sure they're sent off correctly. Travis Shaw. When we get them back, we make sure that they ship back to you guys. Or pick them up in the shop. Which Scott will have to pick those up in the shop. Rafael Devers. I don't know. I wish it was like that, Scott, don't you? Man, I would send it everything. If everything came back at 10, I'd be like, I can't help it. It's half a card. It came back at 10. Well, and I think it's I have people come in, and I have one guy who's come in a couple of times, and we talked about it, and we busted out I have a little guide that for centering. Cody Bellinger, and you know, his card was centered well. The corners were sharp. That's about as far as I think you can really honestly get, right? I think even with guys who have been doing this for a long time, they'll tell you, and I've talked to several of them, they'll tell you that, man, they have had cards all the time. I mean, I'm a pretty good judge when I see a card under my 30 times magnifier that I can tell you that whether or not, yeah, you got a shot at a 10. But most places charge for that service. I know one that charges $5 a card. $5 a card to give you their opinion. Then if they're wrong, did you get a refund? If they're wrong? Uh-oh, see, look at that. Clayton Kershaw upside down, and I can see that corner bent. So we have a little bit of an issue there, but not a huge one. I mean, I'd be happy to do that service, but, you know, charge people $5 a card to... And then I'm going to make everybody sign a waiver. You understand that we are not the end-all be-all for submission. And then we're happy to give our opinion, but that doesn't mean we're going to be right. Read Depner's. Matter of fact, that is a good statement to have. That's a good... I have to talk to my lawyer, CL, and see if he can draw one up for me. Trevor Story. That would be a good thing to have, that you do understand that all we are is submitting it. Reese Hoskins. Nice. What's the matter there, Buster? It was a little janky. I can tell you the first time I sent in the Trouts, I was right on with the Trouts. 100% accurate. I sent these in and I was like off. That's why I'm a little aggravated. I kind of want to pop that refractor and resubmit it. at the $150 level and see. Jonah Heim. And SGC is known for their strict grading, which is part of the reason I like them as well. Blue Bob Chrome. They are tough graders, so if you get something from them, you got something from them. But we'll see. May not happen. Maybe they'll just decide we're not special enough. We might not be. I hope we are. Lou Bob. Gold. Toronto Blue Jays. And Shohei. Everybody's dumping their Shohei Ohtani cards already. There's Brandon Marsh. Shohei has one rough outing. Everybody's like, oh, forget it. Believe me, I do plenty of weeding myself when it comes to this group. Plenty. I'll bet you the I reject as many people as I accept. Here's how petty I am. Let's just be honest. I'm a little petty sometimes. I would be lying if I said anything different. Somebody wanted to join the group, and I clicked on their page, and I went to look at their page, and in the top of the page, what outing? Oh, for Shohei, I have no idea. I just know everybody came in, and I had two people come in, and they were acting like the sky was falling, and I'm like, dude, I don't know, I didn't see. Oh, he gave up 3 home runs or something. I don't know. But then they were like, oh, I should have sold off well, let's just wait. Anyway, and so now Courtney threw my transfer. What was I talking about, Katie? What was I just talking about before Courtney threw my train of thought? Huh? Oh, yeah, this is how petty I am. So I went to the guy's page, and up in the top, his picture has profanity, so I was like, well, I don't really like it, but it is what it is. And so then I scrolled down his page, and so I was already going to reject him for that. And then I scrolled down his page a little bit, and there were F-bombs everywhere and flipping people off. And so I just was like, yeah, no, sorry, we'll see. That's how his name was Cale Hockford. I knew you knew who this person was. That's weird, Jesse. But anyway, so I just rejected him. I have genuinely rejected the same person like 8 times. I kid you not. They keep coming back, and I keep telling them no. And I send them a message. I let them know why. Christian Yelich. And I definitely can be a little petty with some things. But sometimes you just, there are days I just don't. Sammy Long. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not a big deal. To me, I don't care. But, the thing is, if I go onto your page, let's say I didn't know you, Charles, and I go onto your page and every other post was just F-bombs everywhere. Well, I'm pretty sure that at some point you and I are going to come into conflict. And so why bother? Jesse just threatened me. And then I was like, well, and then after I found out who he was, I got to like him. And so I was like, oh, okay. And people, I have rejected people, honestly, truthfully. I have rejected people because I don't like their photos. People who I think that have photos that are overly political as their little whatever they are. I just don't. And that goes both ways. I just don't. Someone told me they lost 2-1. Matt Manning is that an SP? Yep, SP. So I assume they lost. That's a good thing. I'd have been sad. So the success rate is not 100% anyway to get into this group. I mean, I would say honestly, it's about 50%. The success rate is like with eBay. Truthfully, with eBay, if I go on eBay and I have to deal with, I thought we were gonna have an Ichiro autograph or something. Somebody's dumb, or if I have a listing, I honestly, guys, I know this is petty. I really am. If somebody, when I have a listing and they ask me a dumb question, sometimes I will just block people because you can see where it's going. I mean, you can see where it's going. We had in the last break, the last thing that we did, whatever we did, I had somebody who bought the Nationals, right, and didn't pay, and they made an excuse why he didn't pay, and so I told him, I don't care if you don't pay, but I'm not canceling it because you're going to take a non-payment strike, and proceeded to give me every excuse in the book why he couldn't pay, and I said, well, why'd you bid on it if you weren't going to pay for it? Well, you don't have an answer for that. So I blocked him and I let it sit there, and he had all kinds of stuff to say. Oh my Lord. And then, all these excuses why, and I just wasn't gonna listen to him. I was just gonna make it happen. So finally I did. I waited 2 weeks. I told him you could pay it at any point. The cards are still yours. You're already blocked, but then you can avoid a non-payment strike. All these excuses. Finally, 2 weeks later, I called eBay up. I said, look, I'm doing this. This is why. And I did it. And then this guy started emailing me like you wouldn't believe. 3 emails in a row just telling me all these, what of a bad person I am and how I cheated him and I gave him the wrong break and I sold his team off and then I expect him to pay after the team is sold off, Josiah Gray. And so finally I called eBay up and because clearly the non-payment strike must have affected him because he was upset. And so I called eBay up and I was like, look, can you guys just have somebody read this thing? And this guy's just harassing me, and I've asked him not to bug me with this nonsense, and I explained the situation, and they didn't say what happened, but he didn't bug me anymore. You get a feeling. And I just go with it. I'm okay to be petty every once in a while. Wander. I don't mind questions though, Max. I don't mind the questions. It's when you do dumb stuff, It's when you're gonna bid on a team and can I pay you tomorrow morning? No, can't pay me tomorrow morning. What'd you say, Nat? Yeah. I mean, so I can be petty. I call it being proactive. And I've kicked people out of the group for asking dumb questions. But it's not dumb questions. I mean, it's not questions, it's dumb questions, but My favorite thing though, and I did put that the other day, is when people tell me things like, "Oh, it's a free country." Yeah, it is. You're free to go to a different group and buy in if you want. Tatis. I bet you there were 20 people that I didn't let come back for the RIP party. Guys who last year joined for the RIP party, bought into the RIP party, then quit the group. And I don't think I let one person back in for the RIP party who had previously left the group. And I didn't ask them why they left. I just didn't let them back. There's a Wander Chrome. Let's leave and top load that. Is that wrong? Am I a bad person?
No.
Do you, Charles? Do you? Do you? Do you? Are you sure? I don't have a sixth one, sorry. I can only get to 5. Jake Berger. Kaylee Ocampo. I don't think so. I would have let an Ocampo in. That just like I would have let a D'Agostino in or a Hockford, you know. I'd have let you guys in. I let people's spouses join the group. Just sometimes because they want to try to grab something. Xander. But the one thing that I have learned, I've learned that my gut's usually right about somebody. And so when my first instinct is usually the right instinct for me. And then so I just go with it. How far? So this one goes with the Blue Jays, yes, if I remember correctly. Okay, this is box 8. No, box 9. 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is box 9 we're about to work on here. And I don't know, we're going to have to look at a couple of blasters for Heritage to see, because I have no idea what we're about to face there. Buster. Dang, I need a fan. Hey, where's a fan at, Annette? How did it get so hot on this side? There's some in the game room in the back. Hey, you, go find a fan. It's roasting on this side. How in the hell is it roasting on this side? I know how it's roasting on this side. There are 3 greenhouses behind me, full of humidity. Rafael Devers, Wander.
It's a beautiful thing.
How hot is it outside? Isn't it in the 40s?
50s or 60s.
Man. Yes. You guys are mean. Mean. Don't let them abuse you, Scott. Padres, Ryan Weathers. Don't let them abuse you, Scott. Do not put that right on top because you will blow every card I have all over Kingdom Come. So let's put that somewhere. Yeah, point it down. Because if cards start flying up, I'm going to have a hard time explaining that in the break.
A tornado came into the shop, guys.
Yeah, you know.
I'm keeping all of Jesse's cards.
That works. Ooh. Chilly. Wilson Contreras. Sorry for the fan noise if you guys hear it. It is genuinely warm in this shop. Alex Bregman.
Hey, Dad, how rare
It's out of $2.99. It's pretty tough. Did you get an orange?
Abs.
Is it Wander Franco? Don't tell me. Never mind, don't tell me.
No.
I said don't tell me. You just told me.
Well, now you don't know if I'm telling the truth.
Oh, my Lord.
I didn't text you that.
Sorry, Bugsy.
I just said no.
Freddie is a free man. Hey, the Reds are in a rebuild. Not as bad as Annette. Good Lord. But they will both peak. Well, you know, in their defense, though, when you see some color, it's kind of hard not to peak.
I wasn't gonna peek.
You know?
Scott this year, but you told me to.
Oh, look at that. Aaron Judge. Home field advantage. Very nice. Our first home field advantage. Acuna home run challenge. They should make a Yadier Molina singles challenge card. 2 Astros. Joey Bart hit a home run in his first game with the Giants. And his cards went up in value. I felt it through the force. We hit 2. Did we not hit 2 in the blasters? I think we had 2 in the blasters, Charles. She saw orange. She saw orange, she said.
If it's Scott asking, tell him I saw nothing.
She said if it's Scott is asking, tell him she saw nothing. Yeah, stolen base challenge. I think we hit 2. No, maybe I'm wrong. I think we hit them though when we did the blasters. Tatis home run challenge. I can't bring myself to do it. Out of $2.99. Uh-oh, it's a roll-off. It's a roll-off. I'm going under. Real Muto gold. I'm going under, Scott. Matt Olson. I'm going under for the 0.5 being the number of times they leg out a grounder. Leg out an infield single. Over under is 0.5, and I'm still going under. Tom Murphy. So a lady came in to buy a plant. She came in with her cute little daughter. And she wanted a Pokemon card. So I said, yeah, you can have a Pokemon card. So we have this 10-cent box. Yeah, now it's a 3-cent box. Because she flipped through and manhandled like everything. Oh, my Lord. And I kept waiting for her mom to, you know, here, sweetie, just take this one. No. Let that little girl flip through and drop cards on the floor and knock things around. And I'm like, oh, my Lord, did I regret that. And then I gave her she finally decided on the card that she wanted because it looked like a doggy. And I said, oh, that's wonderful. Looks like a doggy. Then she wanted a die. And I was like, go get one. Just go get one. That'll get you away from the counter where the cards are at. Go get one. Blue Bob. I don't have a problem in the world giving things to kids like that. But just get away from the counter. Go find one. Thank you. See you next time. Piazza. I give kids packs all the time. Reed Detmers. Sleeve and top with that. That's a good idea, Jesse. We have them set up all over the place, Charles, but not designated that way. Out of 99, Colin Moran. That's a vintage stock. And then this is a chrome. If a little kid comes in, I had the first little kid the other day who denied I have these packs that have the giveaways from 2019 and the 2021 ones, and then I put a Pokemon pack in the middle. And I was going to give it a little kid, and he didn't want it. He doesn't like sports card. He doesn't like Pokemon. And I was like, give it to your brother then. His brother was eyeballing anyway. But he was older, and that kid was little. Andre Jackson. I get it. If you don't do it, you don't do it. That's what I told him too. I said, I get it. You don't like him. Don't feel like you got to take it. And then we have guys that come in like Nathan Ifrig, who's here. What's up, Henry? Nothing massive. Jacob DeGrom. Nathan Ifrig comes in with his kids, and his sons are always very polite and well-behaved. I wish all kids could be like Nathan's kids. Just nice, you know, pleasant young men. My twins spend half the day trying to kill each other. And his kids are like just, you know, just nice guys. Andrew McCutchen, blue. Giancarlo Stanton. Brett Garner. 2 autos. Nobody big on the autos. 3 SPs. Nobody massive on the SPs. You know. Yeah, you guys don't see the behind the scenes, Scott. If I have to mute something to talk to one of the kids, something's about to go down. Juan Soto. There's Wander again. The Twins may or may not grow anymore. Because I've had to beat them so much, they may stay short. Oh, that's right. Judge home field advantage. Yeah, that's a good one. I forgot about that. Thank you, Dave. Only the one time did I forget to mute. And I'll be honest with you, Net should have been more on the ball. She should have been on it more. I still regret missing out on those Pokemon cards. I regret it. That would have been good ones to have. Did somebody see a ginger go by?
That's why I was.
And then the camera glitched? That's weird. The ginger went by and the camera glitched. I don't know if that's a real thing or not. She still gives me dirty looks. I don't care. I don't take it back. Garcia. I wanted those Pokemon cards. But that's the same group that we got all these Marvel 1990 Marvel Impel from. So it worked out. Brett Garner, gold. All right, guys. Last stack mojo for the tops. Last stack mojo. That's what I'm wondering, Scott. Why would it, when a ginger goes by the camera, it does a massive glitch? It's really kind of odd. What happened to my die? Somewhere around here I have a single. Oh, there it is. What's lame? Rolling this card off. One, so this one's going to the Blue Jays. What's lame? A ginger is lame? Charles, that's not nice. Or is it lame because we're into our last stack? Spell check is lame? I would agree with that. Spell check is definitely lame. Oh, Wander Home Run Challenge. Leaving top loop. Jaron Duran's. Another Wander. Yeah, you can go out there and find out what's taking these knuckleheads so long to get their butts over here and get stuff to get sorted. What the hell did you knock down now?
It was just at first just the light thing. I caught the plate, but it's fine. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's on and done.
You guys are killing me.
I was just doing what you did.
Whatever. Your mother. So this one looks like it might be blue. Now let's stick with spell check is lame. I agree with you. Kinder falafel. That one's chrome. No one knocked any stacks over, Scott Hockford. Not one time. Though, can't say much for the light that's behind me. It's hit the floor now twice. Scott, you're a little mean today, huh?
I was never told a story.
Really? You were never told a story?
Yeah,
No, I said that sleeve. Don't just touch random stuff. Yeah, but I don't want you touching random stuff. You shouldn't have to be told to sort. When there's a break going on, your first instinct should be sort. What's up, Brandon? Where's Lincoln at? Where's what? Working on homework? No, he's sort. Anna Nicole. I'm gonna kill somebody. Wander. You guys, I'm not muting anything if I kill one of these kids. You guys are gonna hear it. All its bloody horror. So what's going on with you, Brandon? Anything fun? Scott's mean today. Absolutely sorting over homework. Sorting is a career. Sorting is a career. Homework is what? Homework is nothing. These guys are going to be working for the family business until I decide to retire. And then they get to run the family business. So yeah. So knowing how to sort is everything. No, I'll beat him away from the cards, Charles. There'll be no blood on the cards, and I won't hit him in the hands where it might cause a problem. Harper. Must be blue, huh? Chicago White Sox. Why did Brandon Ridley get put in timeout? Oh, why did Max get put in timeout? Did he say something bad about the Dodgers? Those Wrenchy guys will get you every time. Max used poor language. Max. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, you know. That's why you gotta be careful with the guys with the wrench. You gotta be careful with the guys with the wrench. So here's what my first box of this. So let's take a look at the first box while Katie opens something. This says, look for limited and exclusive 1973 Topps Venezuela stamps. Now, we know these are a little bit smaller. Look for real one autographs and relics. Okay.
How many boxes do you want to stack high? Do you want to just like one first?
No, you can go too high. Doesn't make a difference. Yeah, these. Hey, Nat. So there can be hot boxes in these, I'm told. So we'll find out. Poor Max. Poor Max. It's hard enough that poor Max is a Padres fan. Now he gets hammered. You gonna do the sleeve and hits? Okay, because we're into the other one. So I have no idea if and what and where. So I think we're gonna have to just figure it out.
What? Top one?
Yeah. So we'll, of course, go through and get the Detmers and the Wanders. Now you're going to need this too, because these are going to be thick ones. Oh, there's one turned backwards. Funkhauser. Why is Funkhauser turned backwards? It's not a flip stock. Oh, he's a high number. Beep. Okay, so now we know that there are the high numbers are turned backwards. And before anyone says anything, yeah, honestly, I don't really. There's a flashback, so it's 3 from the back. I don't think the high numbers need to be sleeved, honestly. I mean, if there's somebody worth sleeving, we'll sleeve them. Chad Pinder, to me, you know. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's in the 6 hole. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's in the 7 hole. 7 hole. So we can just kind of go for the kill on these too, since we know where they're at. Once again on these, we are going to make sure that Wander gets taken out, sleeved and top loaded. The what do you call them for the what do you call it for the Angels? Those 2 for the Angels. Sparkle versions? What retailer has sparkle versions? Sounds like something I want to see. Hank Aaron. New Age performers. So Brandon Marsh will get taken out and sleeved and top loaded. Blue Sparkles, Walmart or Target, huh? I don't get that version, guys. I don't get that version. If we're opening that version, or if you see people opening that version, it's because they bought them at Walmart and Target. Jaron Duran's will get sleeved. They can make all the excuses they want, but it's because they bought them from somebody who bought them from Walmart and Target. That's right. I'm calling you out, you shops who buy things from people at Walmart. Oh, that's right, O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz will get taken out, sleeved, and top loaded. Dominic, which is Max's twin brother, looks like you're giving whatever hack a wrench now. Yes, O'Neal Cruz will be sleeved and top loaded. A-Rod. So we'll take him out too. Wander. We'll take out the other rookies. O'Neal Cruz, yeah, he'll get sleeved and top loaded in this product. So that will happen. And we did go back. Hey, look at that. Look at that. We got a Brujan auto. That's cool. I didn't expect that. That was completely unexpected. Darren Ruff. All right, we'll take you out. That was completely unexpected, like my daughter. Not loved any less, but unexpected. After you have 4 sons and they come out and they're missing some parts, you're like, hey, what's going on here? Something's wrong. I think we better go back and look. Might be something left somewhere. You know. Kim is a Cardinal.
Thank you, Jesse.
Hey, there's 6 boys. What do you want from me? Kaboom! Uh-oh. Flashback. I think I messed this up. Reed Detmers will get... Jake McGee, he sucked today. Jake McGee sucked today. Shane Dayton. She can pretend like she is all she wants, but no. No. No.
Oh my gosh, Dad. He's
No.
talking about the gauntlet.
And Scott, we do have that. We call it the gauntlet. We genuinely do call it the gauntlet. Hey, Hotbox, Trey Mancini. And I don't think that any little leg humper out there is going to make it through the gauntlet. Jared Walsh. And that's what I'm going to call him too. I'm going to say, listen, you little leg humper. If you look around, you'll notice there's lots of people here with lots of things that go click, click, boom. So let's just be clear about this. Where's Wander? You will be back at 9 o'clock, and that'll be the first test. You will be back at 9 o'clock. If he says, but sir, it's 8:45, I'm going to, that's it. The only answer that is acceptable is yes, sir. And then I'm not going to trust him because some little pisher will come along, and what he'll try to do is he'll try to think, oh, he's smarter than me, and he's just going to go with whatever answer, you know, that I want to give so he can go up and try to hump somebody's leg. And that ain't going to, we no.
Me too.
And my final question as they're leaving will be, do you know Jesus? Because if anything goes wrong, you're gonna. And there'll be that. This is a conversation about dating my daughter, Brandon.
Were you the one with joking around before with your ex-coworker about, it was something random for the guy at Menards. You were like, oh, that's my daughter.
Max, I gotta show that one. Yeah, oh, but sir, what you're gonna hear is you're gonna hear, and then, you know. And it won't be from me. It'll be from her brothers who'll be looking around waiting for a reason to.
It's gonna be Ian, specifically.
Rowdy Tellez, Austin Barnes. But that is not to say that somehow I don't hold my sons to the same standard that I would hold anyone else who wanted to date my daughter. They're expected to treat whatever young lady they're going out with the kind of respect that they want shown, you know, to everybody else.
Almost the most scary when it comes to the girlfriends.
I would rather they don't leave, to be honest with you. Johnny Cueto. See, there you go. That would be hilarious to watch, Charles. That would be hilarious to watch. Ryan Weathers. Hey, Steven Stress Fracture Burger. Hey, you know what I found in there too? I found a Strasbourg, really nice Strasbourg rookie, numbered rookie. Hey, Jesse, don't, be careful. I really do think God has a sense of humor, so, you know, better watch out. And the worst thing that's going to happen is one's going to show up. She's, hey, Mike Trout, white chrome, out of $9.99. She's going to show up. She's going to be 16 years old and say, hey, Daddy. Be like, hey, I don't know you. Do you remember that party back when you were young? Yeah. You're in. He'll come. The little sucker will come dressed in a. He'll have a Giants jersey on, and I love your breaks. I watch your breaks all the time. Ah, you little punk. Maybe sometime you and I can talk about breaks. I really am interested. Oh, are you? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what you think. Tris Speaker. Max is on his game today. Good for you, Max. Don't take no crap from anybody. Then I know my daughter's in on it. Scott. I'd be like, wait a minute. Good for you, Max. Don't take no crap. Miguel Andujar. Wander. Hold on. Hey, look at that. Oh, wrong Franco. That sucked. Darn it. What are these?
Sleeve.
Oh, that's all sleeve stuff.
These were sliding on that side.
That's fine. I'll lean them in that way. Darn it. I was all excited for nothing. Oh, I got the white circle of death. Does anybody have the white circle of death? I had a temporary white circle of death. There is no such thing as eating too much prime rib, Dominic. Or Dominique, either way. Francisco Mejia. That is not possible. De La Cruz, Francisco Lindor. No. Austin Hedges. Lincoln's sorting awful fast. If I go in the back and find another garbage can filled with cards from the break, I'm be upset. Oh dang it! Did I mute the thing when I said that? Barlow. Jake Cave. I like these kind of breaks. I like breaking retail. You guys like breaking retail? I mean, clearly you bought in, but some of you bought in because you're degenerates, which I like about you. Some of you bought in because, you know, you feel sorry for me, and I like you too. But for those of you who didn't buy in for either one of those reasons, what do you think? I like retail. I know it's me. Tomorrow I have UFC Prism we're going to go pick up. 2 cases of UFC Prism blasters. You know, I agree with that, Henry. And then we have some, what else do we have coming in? We have a Heritage 1224s coming in. And then, no, I think I'm just going to put those on the shelf because I don't think I'm going to buy any more Heritage Hobby. And then, yes, you can, Max. You have them both in every break you want. Max gets the in Series 2. Max gets the Padres and the Royals. Go ahead, everybody else, call your teams. But if you're going to call your team, you're going to have to buy into every single break of that team in Series 2. Reds. Royals are going to be expensive. Woo, they're going to be expensive. Especially around here. Holy cow. Holy cow. Hey, I like the Digders. I like that claim. At first, I thought that was maybe Spanish or something. I tried to look it up, but it, doesn't come up. Oh, you will. Don't be like that. You just have to wait for. You're just gonna have to wait for Bobby Witt to retire, and then you'll get him again. Did I mention my new favorite American League team is the Royals, and I'll be keeping them in Series 2? Did I say that? Did I forget to? I should have said that. Tyler Rogers, man, Giants are all over this thing. Hey, Nat, make sure they're not bagging anything. So you got to pull out things and top load it, sleeve it. I mean, Badu. Oh my lord, that Filipino place down the road had lumpia, so they made us some fresh lumpia, and I got to tell you, that was delicious. Beatty. And they had the lechon, which I love, which is a crispy pork skin. Oh. I honestly was hoping somebody would claim the Rays in one of the breaks on eBay and not pay, because I really wanted them. What are you going to do? Hey, in the right spot. Oh, no, you're not. Close, though. Nah, Series 2, I don't want the Rays. And I don't think we're going to have any chrome breaks, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we are. $8,000 a case. I'll bet you money. Anybody want to bet me that by the time we get close to Topps Chrome releasing, that they'll be trying to get 10,000 a case for jumbos? 100% believe that. It'd be like 7,500 for hobby and 10,000 for jumbo. And they'll be trying to do that with a straight face. Crazy. Idiotic is more like it. There's no way they're hey, we got another. There's no way. 8 boxes in a case. Can you believe that, Jesse? 8 boxes in a case. They are $9.99. Some of these guys are trying to charge $9.99. I am honestly tempted, and I know this is sacrilege, and I apologize. Don't get mad at me. No one yell at me. I am honestly tempted to sell off all my Bowman too, because I honestly think that it's going to go down after release. I do think it's going to come down from that. I do, and I'd be tempted, to move it, because I don't think we're going to have $6,000. I don't think we're going to have $6,000 Bowman jumbo case breaks. I mean, there are some people who would have you believe that that's a real thing. $6,000. I know, but I feel bad that we're not going to have it. So just because it's going there doesn't mean we have to break it there. That's a good thing. We can break it wherever we want it. I just think when it hits, it's going to, you know, there might be some opportunities. And I could be wrong. I could be very wrong about Chrome, guys. I mean, Chrome could very well be a $10,000 case. Let's say by the time we get around to Chrome that you've got, you know, Bobby Witt's playing like a stud and Wander is playing like a stud. You know, I don't know who else, somebody else. Suddenly, you know, it's a different ball game. I could be wrong. Man, there's a lot of Wanders. I'm in it. 3 cases. Fork. I hope that was a misspelling or something. I don't know that, or you need to work on that a little bit. Torque. Okay, good. Woo. Yeah, Spencer. I honestly do have to say, Brandon, I honestly do believe that Wander is the real deal and a half. I really do. Oh, geez. Sorry, Matt Olson. My bad. It's 3 out of 373. Do I think he's as good as advertised? I do. And do I honestly believe that Bobby Witt, to me, looks like he will be as good as advertised? I do honestly believe that those 2 players are going to be as good as advertised. So if they're as good as advertised, you know. Nah, it was Acuna. It was Acuna with Acuna was 2018. Ohtani. It was Acuna, Ohtani, and then when we got to update Soto. Mike Yastrzemski. Yeah, but I still think Robert will be back. Tatis is high. His Acuna's high. You know. Yeah, but their card values are still strong. You're right, though. I understand what you're saying, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But, you know, it's hard to touch any of those 3 guys. This is weird. So one of these packs has one, and then one doesn't. But it's hard to touch any of these guys, you know, with that. I mean, let's just take a look at what Ohtani's cards are selling for. If right now, if you compare the 2, I mean, honestly, he's Wander's he's still a deal. He's still a deal, you know? Because look at what people are getting for Ohtani. For the big cards. Oh, my Lord. So. Yeah, I know. But we'll see. But truthfully, if I was not a Giants fan and keeping my team, I would go after those guys. I'd go after Wander in a big way, and the same with Bobby Witt. I wonder if I have any 2010 Topps Chrome Arenados. I agree with you there, 100%, Brandon. I think the economics are nuts. Nuts. But, you know, I think that about football and basketball, too. I think it's, you know, these basketball cards, a guy has one good game, and a card will go from a $4,000 card to a $10,000 card over one game. Oh, here comes our first. Oh, this is a mini. Matt Olson mini. You know? Max will not back down. I really think it'd be good for baseball if Tatis could stay healthy. I mean, it's just good for baseball. You know, last year was a good year, but it wasn't as much fun because we didn't have Acuna the entire year. You know what I'm saying? I think there are some players who just make it absolutely fun. Yeah, that's a good example, Charles. Hey, Salvador Perez, the cheater. The cheater. I just do that to get Rebel. To give Rebel a rise. Danny Duffy. Poor Tatis. Baseball would be better if he could stay healthy. Hey, did those gingers? Can I send you one? Probably. Would it be tear stained and snot all over it? Probably. Do I have a Giants team set? I don't know. Do I? Ooh, red. Red. Jose Ramirez, red. Out of 573. 2 years ago, you made the prediction Pete Alonso will have a longer career because Tatis will be... Yeah, I still believe that. I still believe... I was wrong that Pete will be the best of the three, but I think Pete's going to have a longer career than Tatis, the way it's going. Baseball is better when all these guys are healthy, for sure. I hope Mike Trout is back to the old Mike Trout. How's he playing so far? Because it's good for baseball if Mike Trout is Mike Trout. And Acuna is Acuna. And Tatis is Tatis. Yasmero Petit. Pete did, huh? Good for him. I'll tell you what, and I'm going to say this, and I mean this 100% too. Vlad does not get the love that these other guys get, and I don't understand that. Vladdy is an absolute monster. I mean, he is an absolute monster. I hope C.J. Abrams is Series 2. That would be nice. And his card values are nowhere near what these other guys are. And I don't get it. Oliveras. Yeah. You are right. And I still say he had a better year than Ohtani. overall. They just need a DFA Machado. Because you're not going to trade him, so you might as well do something with him. DFA him, let somebody else pick him up for cheap, and then point the finger and laugh while you're paying him. Huh? So what the heck? What? What does that mean?
What time? Kelton. ATL.
Oh, what time is it? 7:43. Are you speaking French?
I can say it in Spanish too.
How you say it in Spanish? Evidently, you can't say it in Spanish. Another former Giant, Christian Arroyo. Jaron Duran. Baseball, there is absolutely just a ton of young talent in baseball. That's what's so great about baseball. Just an absolute ton of it.
I should have known that. It's literally in the book. I was close.
Really? All-Star games at Dodger Stadium. That's cool. Mariano Rivera. Yeah, you're right, Charles. You are 100% correct. Stratton, another Giant. Pitched a no-hitter. Couldn't stay on the team. Brian Shaw. Another not Giant, but has the Giant's name. You know, Giants had Kershaw. Or do they still have Kershaw? I don't know. This is a good chat today. Got brawls everywhere, which I like. Good-natured brawls. Nobody's backing down. Nobody's backing away. Funkhauser again. I like it. And CL tells me there's many reasons to be excited for Bowman this year. So if CL tells me there's many reasons to be excited, I'm excited. I don't argue with him. Because he's been pretty solid. He's been pretty spot on with the guys that he said would be good. Hey Net, were there two gingers in here earlier?
No, the girl was gone. The guy was a ginger.
The guy was a ginger?
Long-haired ginger.
A hippie ginger?
Oh yeah, he literally had a tie-dye shirt on.
NASA. I don't listen to not CL. He's not very smart. Sales smart guy. He always has good insights. Aquino. All right, time for a sip. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. $16 boxes of Heritage left. We've hit an autograph. And actually a decent autograph. Bruhan's a decent autograph. I think he's going to be a good player. This guy right here. I mean, I don't think he's going to be a superstar, but I think he's going to be a solid player, you know? So I will ship tomorrow, and then I'm going to get an order ready for PSA of the vintage stuff. Get that on a Monday. I think I'm going to overnight it because I want it to get there and get back. Tommy LaStella. I got to get this other stuff up for sale. I should keep that Albert Ichiro card. Those, just keep them in the display case, and the Molina. So when Cardinal fan come by, and I'll say, I don't know if I want to sell them or not. I know what I'm trying to say, but the mouth and the brain ain't working so good right now. Well, that Kobe should sell fast. The LeBron should sell fast. Now that Albert's back in St. Louis, those will probably go quick. Though I seriously think I'm going to hold out for $1,000 on that refractor. In that range. We'll see. I don't mind if it hangs out. I'm very sentimental about it. I have no idea, Jesse. That is an excellent question. My guess is it's going to come back a 5 or a 6. But I don't know. I could be wrong. It could come back a 2 for all I know. The way they grade stuff. I hope they have somebody who actually grades vintage. Though if those things come back too low, I think I'll crack them and send them to SGC. Is Campy something you're interested in? Maybe a couple of cases of Korean Bowman with the unlimited Wander autos. Maybe a couple of those might be good. What's it sell for in a 4? Oh, they do. SGC is well respected for vintage. They're well respected for vintage, so I have no problem sending them vintage stuff. Not sure. Mancini white chrome. There's nothing wrong with SGC for vintage. 70% of their business is vintage, and I would bet that a larger portion of that remaining 30% is gaming and stuff. Manny Machado, Pokemon, you know, those kind of things. So Brandon, serious question. Do you do your checks before you send it, or do you send it direct, or do you use someone? I know with PSA you send direct, right? So I assume you do the same with SGC. Johnny Cueto. You should do a video. You should do a video that I could refer people to about how to, you know, look what's to look out for their cards. Because I know your standards are you're pretty strict, and that would be helpful. Then you can monetize it, like Dallas with his how to save 5% at Target. Yeah, no, do a video for me though. Seriously. I think that would be a good thing. I think, Courtney, it depends upon what you're doing. If you're talking about your, you know, vintage, I think you're fine. And I think if you're talking down the road, Mount Castle Clubhouse, I think you can go either way. I really do. Because if you want them to have them graded for the sake of having them, you know what I'm saying, encased, I think for $25 or whatever it costs when you go through one of these guys, why not with SGC? Yeah, for me too, because I do have several giant team sets on the PSA registry. Because honestly, and this is the truth, Courtney, I was thinking about that with I've got a lot of really big Barts, Joey Barts, and a lot of big Buster Posies, and you know, a lot of older giants that could probably be graded, and I think I'm going to get them all done just for the sake of having them done. So that way, you know, when I'm gone, they'll be like, "Oh, Dad graded all the PSA stuff," and so I mean, SGC stuff, it'd be easier for them to get rid of it. You know, anything that I send to SGC and get graded, they'll know not to put it on the funeral pyre. Well, that's why I think, Courtney, that's why SGC is such a good alternative, because if we get this and you're under $30, why not? You know what I'm saying? So that's it. No graded cards on my funeral pyre. You hear me? No graded cards. Set the graded cards aside. Do not burn up the graded cards with me, just the base.
Oh, I got you. That's where we'll put the ashes. We'll put it at the top of the graded cards. That way you can shake it around to see what the grade is.
When I go, I'm going to increase the value of everyone else's Giants collection throughout the entire world. Hey, Matt Manning autograph. Nice. Look at that. Very nice. 2 autos. You know, I don't quote me on anything yet. I mean, if you send it to SGC Direct, it's like 30 bucks a card. So I have no idea. And again, we don't have any confirmation of anything, so I don't want anyone to jump the gun. But I've looked at other guys who have done this, and I've listened to their videos, and they're like 25 bucks a card. You know? Time for a drink. And if we were able to come in at 25 bucks a card, I'd be thrilled to death. I think that'd be great. With the turnaround and everything. But we would, I mean, I would genuinely, you know, I don't know. You know, Quinn, honestly, I have no clue about anything. That's why I would say if you guys want to know, there's lots of guys who do it already. And I would look at, there's one that I would say is one of the most honest guys in the business. It's got baseball cards. And he's out of, I think, Georgia. But if you want to look and give yourself an idea, he's one of the big boys for SGC, and I think you probably could figure it out. You know, get an idea from that, because we have no confirmation. All we've had is a conversation. So, you know, I think it would be very exciting and it would be a very big thing, and we could probably keep them just with our Facebook group and the walk-ins at the shop, you know, even if we didn't do anything else. But if we do it, we're going to do it all the way. We're going to set up at shows and take cards at shows and the whole 9 yards. Well, I say we. What I really mean is Ian. No, that's not true. I'll be doing it. But I believe it is around $25 a card. And for the rest of it, I don't know. I honestly, when I know, or if I know, then you guys will know, because we'll immediately jump into it with both feet. Because I'll bet you I could round up, I hate to even think how many vintage I could put together in about a day. CSG, no. And I haven't talked to PSA. PSA is an option as well. But you know what, I like SGC, and I don't think we're going to do any others. I like SGC. I like what they do. I like how they're very tough on their grading, which is why I like them as well. I think if you come across with a decent grade from them, it's a legitimate decent grade, because they're very strict on their grading, you know. And they're very well respected. I like them because of the vintage, guys. I mean, I think all the other stuff is good, and I think that will all catch itself up. But I like them for the vintage. 6 boxes total left. Jesse, I'm gonna go look at a collection here this week that the guy has a Koufax rookie. I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures. So we'll see. Well, why is it you don't like Gil Hodges then? You know, I have 2 Dodgers that I'm going to be sending in. 3 Dodgers I'm going to be sending in. It's a 49 Campy. You don't like the 47 Bond bread of Jackie? I do have Tony Gwynn rookies. Gotcha. What's up, Twitchimus? Uh-oh, shop is closed now. You get to run. No wonder you're coming over here. Ryan O'Hearn. Huh? This is a top load pile. Hey, there's O'Neal. So again, O'Neal will get sleeved and top loaded. Hey, aww. Gets me every time. Gets me every time. Is it just me, or did we not get any action cards or anything like that? We're gonna have to go through, and when we go through this, and just to make sure that we didn't miss anything. I mean, we kind of have an idea of who the guys are. So if for some reason something shows up that should have been, we'll make sure it does get. Ouch, that was kind of mean. That was kind of mean. That Dominic, he's not a nice person. Because you would think we would hit one action, or, you know what I'm saying? But we genuinely hit none so far. 2 autos. Let me look at a box here. Frenchies are 1 in 336. So they're all in here. Green border. Whew, they are not easy. That's why. Whew. All right, Brandon. Hey, I'll let you know on that other thing, Brandon. If I need you, I'll definitely holler at you. Sometimes the bodies get a little heavy. RBI. Hey, does everybody have different things in that? Are all the Series 2 together? That we can get a Carlos Correa? That we can get a wander count, or is it all over the place that we can't? No, these are different, guys. These are different. This is not the same as Walmart and Target. These have the and we didn't hit one. These have the Venezuela. So these are not the same as Walmart and Target. Green, Mike Yastrzemski. Look at that. This is different than would be the equivalent of what you get on the Topps website. So negative on the comics, because it would have told us on the side of the box if that's what we were getting. And it was the it is the Venezuela, and they're smaller. Last 2 box mojo. Yeah, if we were opening those, it's because I bought them from somebody off the street. J.D. Davis. Uh-oh. I don't know. That's a good question. Hey, Ned, did you say they're together or separate? Oh, my Lord. Yeah, I'd like to get a wander count so I can tell everybody. I don't know if this is going to grade out of 10 or not. But, man, that thing is beautiful. Look at that thing. Whew. Did you guys see that? Man, those things are vicious. Gleyber Torres. Taylor Trammell. Two autographs. That's like a full case. Well, I mean, if we have it, you know. I mean, if we have it, that's fine. Sorry, guys. Apologize for yelling in your ear. Francisco Mejia. Uh-oh, last pack has a chrome. Michael Conforto. Let me put all this together. And I'm going to get a wander count, plus or minus, just so we know where we're at, roughly. No, I think these are... I think these will go here. And then this one. Let me check my stacks and then we'll recap. Nothing in the purple. And nothing of any color with the O'Neill Cruz, but like I said, O'Neill Cruz will get sleeved and top loaded. Kelnick. Going through this last of this small stack. And then I'll recap where we were at with the first, where we were at with the second.
So far with what we've sorted, we have 13, not counting what we sleep for top load on the table there.
13 wanders?
Yeah.
Okay. When we get the full count, we'll post it. All right, let's see if these are all from... And I pulled some wanders out, too. This is Bruhan. Okay. Let me sort this out real quick. Chrome. 2 autographs. I'm happy with that. I think that's fantastic. And I pulled out a bunch of wanders in this. Let's just check back. So these are both New Age performers. And here's 7 wanders that I pulled out. And again, all the rest that we find will be sleeved and top loaded. So roughly 20 would be the count for the cards, give or take. White Chrome, these are out of $9.99. Mike Trout, Trey Mancini, and Byron Buxton. The Clubhouse Collection, Strasburg, Salvador Perez, Ryan Mountcastle, and Carlos Correa. The mini out of 100 was Matt Olson, Oakland A's, formerly of the Oakland A's, right? The gray chrome, silver chrome, gray chrome out of 373, Matt Olson. Jose Ramirez, red out of 573. Michael Conforto is the chrome out of 673. And like I said, 2 autos. Bruhan and Manning, 2 rookie autos. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm happy with 2 autos. All right. I think we had 2 in this one, right? Didn't we have 2 autos? Kinder Falafel Gold. This is for Series 1. Wander Franco Home Run Challenge. Orange, and this we rolled this off. This is going to the Blue Jays out of 299 strikeout leaders. Gold Brett Gardner. Vintage stock is Colin Moran out of 99. Reed Detmers blue, but it should be in a top load. Real Muto Gold. We did hit a home field advantage, which was nice. Aaron Judge. Gold Xander Bogaerts. This is a Wander Chrome. From the Stars of MLB. Matt Manning SP. Lou Bob. Gold. Heim. Green out of 499. Travis Shaw. 299. Something doesn't seem right. Altuve. Something's not right. Oh, I got another stack. Geez, I was freaking out there for a second. Jose Altuve vintage stock. Don't ask me. I started freaking out while I'm looking at the other stack that I still have to go through. Willie Castro Gold. Red Santillan. out of 199 for the Reds. Autograph of Josh Lowe for the Rays. So the Rays had 2 autographs. Lou Bob, SP. Clayton Kershaw is an advanced stat. Stuart Fairchild. So both the autographs were the 1987 version. Stuart Fairchild autograph for the Diamondbacks. Gold for the Reds. Castro is an SP. Gold. This one will go to the Dodgers. Rhys Hoskins relic. Andrew McCutchen out of 50 Major League Materials for the Phillies. Jim Thome out of 199 relic. And Hideki Matsui out of 25 relic as well. So there you go, guys. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to feel because it's not something we break a lot of. So we break it and, you know, there it is. Weekend is over. We'll have shipping tomorrow. Things out on Monday. We're going to have more stuff next week. I have another box hanging out of Bowman first. And we'll do that next week. And I think we're going to try to do some more personals next week. I just didn't make it. But we're going to try to get to some more personals next week as well. Because I do want to start doing that again on a regular basis. So if I can do anything for anyone, let me know. Is Donruss next week? I think Donruss got pushed to the end of the month, Max. 27th, I think, is the last date I saw. April 27th. We have the, still have the, for people who like the Stars and Stripes on the web. If you want to go a link on the web, we have those available. Soccer's coming out next week. I have pre-sales on that. So if you want any of that, that is on the, if you go to the RCB page, there's the other page for that. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you as always. Thank you for the great conversation. Good group tonight. Lots of brawls, which are always fun. Appreciate you putting up with me. You guys have a fantastic rest of your night. And again, if I can do anything for anyone, please reach out. I'm always happy to help if I can. Take care, and we'll talk to you later.